In fitness, we're often told to go hard or go home, as if pushing ourselves to the absolute limit is the only way to see results. The message is everywhere, on social media, in gym posters, and even from well-meaning friends. It's easy to believe that more effort, more hours, and more intensity will always lead to more progress. But the truth is, more isn't always better. In fact, constantly pushing your body without enough rest can actually hold you back, both physically and mentally. Piling on extra sets, reps, and training days might seem like dedication, but it often leads to burnout, plateaus, and even injury. Your body needs time to adapt and grow stronger. The real secret to progress isn't just about how much you can endure, but how well you can recover. When you lift weights, you're actually breaking down muscle fibers. It's during rest, when you're sleeping, eating well, and taking care of your body, that those muscles rebuild and become stronger. If you skip recovery, you're not giving your body the chance to repair. Instead, you're digging yourself into a deeper recovery hole, increasing your risk of injury, chronic fatigue, and stagnation in your progress. The goal isn't to destroy your muscles every single day. It's about giving your body just enough challenge to spark growth, then stepping back and letting recovery do its magic. Smart training means listening to your body, adjusting your plan, and making rest a priority. This shift, from brute force to thoughtful, strategic planning, separates those who spin their wheels from those who make real, lasting gains. It's not about who can push the hardest, but who can train the smartest. Respect your body's biology. True progress is about balancing stress and recovery, understanding when to push and when to pull back. That's how you build a foundation for long-term success. So remember, train smarter, not just harder. Your future self will thank you for it. Overtraining syndrome is your body's way of slamming the brakes when you push too far. It's more than just tiredness. Think chronic fatigue, plummeting performance, and even mood swings or insomnia. You might notice weights feel heavier, motivation drops, and you're constantly sore or sick. Overtraining is different from short-term overreaching, which can be useful if followed by rest. But chronic overtraining can take weeks or months to recover from. Spot the warning signs early: fatigue, poor sleep, irritability, and adjust before you burn out. Listen to your body. Recovery is as important as training. Your training split is your weekly blueprint. It decides which muscles work and when they recover. A poor split can overload some muscles and neglect others, stalling your progress. For example, training chest one day and shoulders the next can overwork your front delts, leaving no time for recovery. Smart splits group muscles logically, like push days for chest, shoulders, and triceps, so they recover together. This prevents overlapping fatigue and keeps your performance high. A well-structured split is the foundation for consistent gains, progressive overload, and proper recovery. Don't just train hard, train with a plan. Building an effective workout split isn't just about copying what others do or sticking to old-school routines. It's about using science to guide your decisions so you can train smarter, not just harder. Research has shown that the most successful athletes and everyday gym-goers alike rely on evidence-based principles to maximize their results and avoid unnecessary setbacks. First, pay close attention to your training volume. Aim for 10 to 20 challenging sets per muscle group each week. This range is backed by studies showing it's optimal for muscle growth and strength gains. Tracking your sets and reps helps you stay consistent and make steady progress over time. Second, make sure you're training each muscle group at least twice a week. Hitting a muscle only once isn't enough for most people to see real improvement. Spreading your workouts out helps you recover better and stimulates more consistent muscle growth. Third, remember that recovery is highly individual. Factors like your age, how much quality sleep you get, your nutrition, and your daily stress levels all play a huge role in how well you bounce back from tough workouts. Prioritizing recovery isn't just about rest. It's about supporting your body in every way possible. Schedule regular rest days into your routine. These aren't signs of weakness. They're essential for muscle repair, growth, and long-term progress. Without proper rest, you risk burnout and injury, which can set you back even further. Finally, always individualize your split. There's no universal plan that works for everyone. Listen to your body, track your results, and don't be afraid to make changes if something isn't working. Your ideal split should fit your goals, lifestyle, and how you feel both in and out of the gym. If you're constantly feeling sore, run down, or unmotivated, it's a clear sign your split needs some adjustments. Don't ignore these signals. Use them to fine-tune your approach. Ultimately, the best training plan is the one your body can actually recover from and sustain over time. When you combine science-backed principles with personal adjustments, you'll set yourself up for lasting results and a healthier, stronger you. The old school bro split is out. The push/pull/legs (PPL) split is in. PPL groups muscles by movement, letting you train each muscle twice a week for better results. A 5-day PPL might look like push, pull, legs, rest, then repeat. This structure manages fatigue, prevents overlapping soreness, and keeps you progressing. You can adjust volume. Split your weekly sets between 2 sessions for each muscle. Mix heavy compounds and isolation work across the week for a complete stimulus. PPL isn't random. It's a system for maximizing growth and recovery. Adapt it to your schedule and needs for best results. Don't have time for 5 days? 3 and 4 day splits work wonders if you train smart. A 3-day full body routine hits every muscle multiple times a week. Think squats, presses, pulls, and a few isolations. For 4 days, try an upper-lower split. 2 upper, 2 lower sessions each week. Focus on big compound lifts for maximum efficiency. These splits balance frequency and recovery, letting you make progress without living in the gym. Prioritize quality over quantity. Heavy, multi-joint moves beat endless isolation work. Consistency matters more than perfection. Fit your training to your life, not the other way around. Gains are made outside the gym. Recovery is everything. While your workouts provide the stimulus for growth, it's what you do in the hours between sessions that truly determines your progress. Think of recovery as the secret ingredient that transforms your hard work into real results. Sleep, nutrition, and stress management are your recovery pillars. These 3 elements work together to help your body repair, recharge, and come back stronger for your next workout. Neglecting any one of them can slow your progress and even lead to setbacks. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep. It's when your body repairs and grows. Deep sleep is when muscle tissue is rebuilt, hormones are balanced, and your mind resets. If you struggle with sleep, try winding down with a relaxing routine, limiting screens before bed, and keeping your room cool and dark. Eat enough protein, 1.62.2 g per kilogram, and carbs to fuel and rebuild muscle. Prioritize whole foods, lean meats, eggs, dairy, legumes, and plenty of colorful vegetables. Carbohydrates help restore energy, while healthy fats support hormone health. Don't forget to hydrate, as water is essential for recovery too. Chronic stress raises cortisol, hurting recovery and growth. Manage it with relaxation, hobbies, or meditation. Taking time to unwind isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity for your body and mind. Even a few minutes of deep breathing or doing something you love can make a big difference. Watch for overtraining signs: stalled lifts, constant fatigue, poor sleep, irritability, or frequent illness. Your body will send signals when it needs more rest. Ignoring these signs can lead to burnout or injury, so always pay attention and adjust your routine if needed. Remember, train smarter, listen to your body, and use a split that fits your life. Tracking your progress, setting realistic goals, and being flexible with your plan will help you stay motivated and avoid frustration. Prioritize recovery, sleep, eat, and de-stress. Make these habits part of your daily routine, not just after a tough workout. Over time, these small actions add up to big results. Consistency beats intensity every time. Showing up day after day and sticking to your plan is what leads to lasting progress. The best program is the one you can stick with for the long haul. Focus on building habits you enjoy, and remember, progress is a marathon, not a sprint.